Hello, welcome to the first episode of So You Ruined the Party Again, the only podcast where you admit you're a piece of shit and you try to do better.
Yeah.
And with me is my co-host, Bobby Warner, who is signed with Yuck Yucks and is very funny.
Thank you. One of those is objectively true and then the other one maybe not.
That you're signed with Yuck Yucks?
Yeah, I'm not signed with Yuck Yucks.
Yeah. Okay, so first, I'm going to explain what and how I came up with this idea. Okay, so I was at a party. This is about a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
I was at a party and I was telling someone about something I had done where I went out for dinner with my friends. But they had invited this guy they wanted me to date, and I found him so annoying that I flipped the nachos that were on the table. And I wasn't even drunk, I was sober. And
really?
I just flipped them.
Oh my God.
And he was so angry. Like, I guess it got on his shirt. And I was telling my friend Ryan Anderson this, and he was like, oh yeah, I was at a party and I just threw a bowl of Doritos.
Wow, that's people, yeah, I've never gotten that mad around tortilla chips in my life, but that's impressive. How did you do that sober? How'd you work up the nerve? I would be too scared to flip nachos.
I feel like I'm also an Aries, so...
Yeah, well...
Oh, yeah.
We know.
What are you?
I think I'm a Virgo. I remember that because I'm not a virgin, but I am a Virgo. I fuck tons.
Are you sure?
But yeah, that's me and my guys do fuck a lot. Me and all my boys.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm September 9th. Do you know what that is offhand?
It's Virgo?
Virgo?
Oh, yeah. Alexi knows. Oh, our sound engineer is Alexi.
Say hi.
Say hi, Alexi. I love Alexi's name because have you guys ever seen or read Anna Karenina?
No.
Well, her husband, her husband's name is Alexi. So she says Alexi all the time. She's like, Alexi. And
is that what she sounds like?
Yeah, and
wow.
well, with a British accent, but in Russia. And yeah, but Alexi's just like a really nice person, so I always just assume Alexi, the sound engineer, is a very nice person.
Yeah, I'll assume.
Yeah.
I'll assume. Alexi, yeah. It's a confusing name. I feel like, how do you spell it? Is it with an I on the end? Yeah. Do you always get called like Alexa or Alexis and stuff? Yeah, that sucks.
Gross.
Yeah.
And then like,
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Alexa.
If I had a child, I would name it Alexi.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
that's really nice. Wow.
But I'm not having children, so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're going to have your own. Sorry, Alexi. Yeah, I think I would go Olive. Because
Olive?
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah, that is a good...
That's a nice
that's a
name
nice
for
name.
either a guy or a girl.
You would name a man Olive?
Well, yeah. As soon as I said that, I was like, that's actually not a good name for a guy or a girl. That's only pretty much a girl. I feel like either way, though, that kid's...
So everything's... we don't do genders. Like, in the
Yeah.
future, there is no gender.
Yeah,
so.
true. Yeah, and this will be like 10 more years into the future at least. Probably
Yeah,
20.
when this podcast comes
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know. Is Olive a guy's name in 2029?
Yeah. Okay, so have you ever thrown a Dorito or flipped a...
Oh, wow. I've ruined a lot of parties, actually.
That's why I picked you to come
yeah.
here. For everyone, Bobby quit drinking, how many? 3 months ago?
Like 3.5 months ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah. Quitting drinking just shows that you are bad at it. So if you're bad at it, you ruin a lot of parties, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. One time I like slam dunked on a beer pong table. which would have been cool if people asked me to do it or wanted me to, but nobody did either. I just did that in the middle of a game, and then I broke the ping pong table and like my toe. And also, I just spilled beer over like 10 people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I have a video of it actually, which holds up surprisingly well.
What was the reaction? Screams, or just like disgust?
I thought it was gonna be screams of people really excited that I did that, and then even I was like, even if it's not screams of people excited that I did that, like at least people will be like screaming, and that'll sound like good stuff. But then instead of like a beer pong and like wah, it was just like So
you
afterwards,
the game?
Yeah, they were just sad about it, kind of. They weren't even angry or anything. They were just like, that sucks.
Did you have to buy a new table?
No, I think I left afterwards. I think
okay.
I
Good
pulled
move.
the Irish goodbye.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, it's actually still a really fun thing to do sober. Just leave places without telling anybody.
I love doing that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a common thing to love. People don't love when you do it to them, but it feels really good to do.
It does, yeah. You do. They always catch you though. I hate that. You'll be walking down the street and then they'll be like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Home, so I can meal prep."
Yeah. Yeah. I've never had anyone follow me and be like, "Where are you going?" I've had people be like,
"Oh, you're not a woman."
I think you left. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've ruined a ton of parties. Have you done any, like, do you have, like, a embarrassing, like, when you were drunk and ruined a party? Because that one was sober, right?
I'm saving those for the other episodes.
Okay, I don't deserve them yet.
I've done
that's a good
lot.
idea.
That's why I was like, I need to start a podcast and start atoning.
Yeah, see, if this podcast hypothetically went on for, like, 5 years or something, I might have to start drinking again. That's the only thing, because I'm only 23, so I only really drank for, like, 6 years before I quit.
You could just be a monster, though. You could just be a sober monster.
That's, first off, that's a rap name that I'm going to use, the Sober Monster.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and second off, yeah, that's true. I could just do that, become, like, a worse person, which is kind of the opposite intended use of this podcast, but I could do it.
Yeah, actually, this podcast is about, you need to improve yourself.
Yeah, it's also hopefully therapeutic. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we can't afford therapy.
Yeah, exactly. So. I've been on a baking kick recently.
Yes, he brought chocolate chip cookies.
I brought brown butter chocolate chip cookies, which is sort of a level up from regular chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, my weekdays or weekends have just become only just like getting really stoned and then baking or cooking something. And it's the fucking best. It's awesome. It's like, it's so fun. Like yesterday I made like spinach and feta like pies. I'm gonna make a strawberry pie after this today.
Oh really?
I made cookies today. I made something else yesterday. Like I just bake all day. It's insane. I feel like I'm kind of going nuts, but it's fun. Yeah.
Baking's good. Like I would bake if my oven worked.
Yeah,
Like if I didn't live in a slum.
Mine barely does. Like every recipe will say like 8 to 12 minutes and I like take mine out like 15 or 20. So those might be really bad cookies. I'm sorry in advance if they are.
I'm sure they're great.
No, they've been turning out good. So yeah, that's like the shit. It's the best thing ever. You just get, and it's good because you can like listen to music or podcasts while doing it. And also baking is just like flour, sugar, and eggs and some other stuff. It's like really cheap.
It is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always wish that you know how they make cookbooks?
No, what?
Yeah, they make these books where they have like recipes and shit in them.
Since when? There's like they're starting to? They haven't made any yet, right?
No, they're at Indigo right now.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
But I always wish they would make one just for like garbage people like me, where they're like, you don't need an oven for any of these recipes.
The microwave cookbook. You should just get an easy bake oven.
I don't have a microwave.
Oh god.
It's all stovetop.
Wow. You should get like an easy bake oven, because then like
an easy bake oven.
Yeah, an easy bake oven for children, because it's like good because it's an oven, but it's also really good for like portion control and dieting, because you can only bake one cookie in it at a time, right? So you just have to labor over it and then you're done. That's it. That'd be fun. It'd be like that guy on YouTube. Ooh, that's another favorite YouTube video. That guy, have you seen him? He uses really tiny cookware.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit
You make
looks
like a
awesome.
tiny burger and you give it to a hamster.
Yeah. I probably. Yeah, I'm thinking the same one. I think. What'd you do this weekend?
Oh, I went on the road.
Oh wow, where?
I actually went to Nanaimo and Courtney.
Oh, nice.
We were an hour and a half late for our Nanaimo show.
Oh.
And surprisingly, it was really good, and the audience was like into me. I was like, I even like did half my Diva Cup joke, and then I was like, I won't finish it because it's 5 minutes long now.
Oh,
and
wow.
Because I added on, and then they were like, no, finish it.
Really?
And then I was like,
Did you?
okay, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then after, guys kept coming up to me being like, okay, so what is a Diva Cup? And then I'd explain it, and they'd be like, no, don't tell me. And then they'd be like, no, but what is a Diva Cup? I'm like, I can't explain it to you if you won't let me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one was good. And then we went to Courtney, which was kind of like a weird show. Like the audience was like very strange. But after my set, a woman came up to me and started shit talking the other comedians.
Oh,
and I
boy.
hate it when audience members do that because they don't realize that we all know each other.
Yeah, we all know each other, and like we all didn't like you that much. Like we're all friends with each other, and then we see one of our friends bomb, and we're like, these fucking idiots are
Yes, exactly.
stupid. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So she was like shit talking someone. So then I went and like told him. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't.
One told him we kicked her ass.
Told him he cried himself to sleep.
Nice. Who were you with?
I don't want to say because now he's going to got shit talked.
True.
Oh, he'll know anyways because I was there.
Yeah, you were there with him.
But yeah, I actually like Nanaimo.
Yeah, it's funny. Doing the road here is like, in Alberta, doing the road is just going to the worst places ever, and then here it's like almost a mini vacation. Like Nanaimo's just a place I would go visit, you know?
Yeah, it's right
like, it's
by
just
the sea.
nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, and then every time you tour in Alberta, it's like we're driving 13 hours to Saskatchewan, doing a show, and then driving 13 hours back. Like,
yeah,
it's the worst, you know?
But like, oh yeah, I forgot to say this is a pro Wexit podcast.
Oh yeah, pro Wexit.
Yeah, we want Wexit to happen.
We want Wexit. www.www.wewantwexit.com.
Yeah, that's our website.
That would be a good www.www.com. We want Wexit.
I actually, at the Courtney show, I went on stage and I was like, I support Wexit. And
Do they?
I said it so seriously that they all stopped and just stared at me, and then I was like, that was a joke. And I was like,
wow.
Oh no.
My father supports Wexit, and I know because my mom told me in like the
my
worst way.
God.
She told me in a story, but she made it sound bad. She was like, yeah, your father turned to me and said, do you think we should separate? And I was like, are mom and dad getting divorced? Even though I'm like 23? And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, he says, you think we should separate? I said, who the fuck should separate? He says, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and northern BC. And she said, well, what about southern BC? He's like, those fucking hippies wouldn't want to come.
Oh my God.
And so, yeah, it's,
I need to ask
he's
my
like
dad.
68 years old, so
My
I don't
dad
know
might
what.
wanna too.
Probably, yeah. I would think most dads in Alberta want to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, does your dad believe in climate change?
I think he does.
Really?
I haven't asked him on purpose.
Ooh, don't ask.
I'm not gonna ask
I
him.
asked my dad. He was like, that bullshit. That bullshit. I asked my mom. I'm like, but do you believe in climate change? She's like, yeah, I've been recycling for like my entire life. And I'm like, and you're married to him?
Yeah, I know. That's like my mom too. It's crazy. And then also sometimes I think things are like an age thing with my dad, and I'm like, of course he thinks that he's old. But then I look at my mom and I'm like, well, she's old too, and I think it's just a dumb guy thing.
Yeah, I think it is a dumb guy thing.
Yeah. Oh well, Wexit is a smart guy thing, though. Just so we are all very clear on that.
Just so you guys know, so everyone in Alberta and Saskatchewan
and northern
listens to this
BC.
podcast. Oh, and northern BC, don't want to leave them out.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna get on to our. Okay, so this is gonna be a segment because I have weird YouTube videos that I like.
I can't even see these videos.
Okay, so this is my favorite. Okay, have you ever seen Room 2, I think 237?
Oh, no.
Okay, well, it's like
I said, oh, like I had seen it, and then I was like, no.
Have you seen it, Lexi? I don't know. Is that? It's like what The Shining was really about, and it's like this, and it goes into all these like conspiracies as to what it could be about, and they just get more and more like outlandish, and you're like, that's not real. Someone did a video of that, which is, it's like that but with Pitch Perfect. And okay, so I'm gonna play the video. Let me make sure this is loud. This is just gonna be a little snippet. Make sure we get this.
237, which is a documentary about the hidden meanings in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. That was when I started to really notice the parallels. Kendrick, Kubrick, Kubrick, Kendrick, Kendrick, Kubrick. I realized something. Pitch Perfect has nothing to do with Becca or Jesse or Chloe or Aubrey. It's a film about and in protest against 9/11.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's my favorite YouTube video. I watch it all the time, actually.
I don't go on YouTube that much anymore because I didn't want to keep paying for really shitty Wi-Fi. But when I had Wi-Fi in my place, I would spend like 2 hours a day probably on YouTube. How often, like, how much do you go on YouTube?
I actually am not a big YouTube person.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm like a sit and watch TV shows type more than clips and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. I should have done that. That's like the reading version of the internet, is like watching full TV series and stuff, you know? That's like
the reading version.
YouTube is just like brain junk food, you know? Like, it's really good, but then you feel bad afterwards and you're like, I didn't do anything productive. That was bad. You know? Yeah. But now I don't do it. I read, so I'm addicted to literature.
Oh my god. I've been reading so much.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the best, right?
What are you reading?
I just finished this book called Never Let Me Go. It was very good.
I've read that.
That was good, right? Yeah,
it's
that was
sad.
good.
Sad
Yeah, it's
as
super sad. Yeah,
hell.
really sad. Yeah. I read that, and then now on the other end of the spectrum, I'm reading a book called Houston Rap Tapes. That's just a oral history of Houston rap music.
Yeah.
So I'm all over the place.
That's
But I set a reading challenge when I got so. Do you have Goodreads?
I used to. I actually have one. Went on there once, like 11 years ago, and put in that I was reading a Harry Potter book. And every once in a while, it's like, you've been reading this book for 1,000 whatever days.
You've been reading Harry Potter for 11 years?
Yeah.
Word a day.
Yeah. But what's your favorite YouTube video?
Oh, my favorite YouTube video. Well, the one currently, I have this guy. Do you know who Report of the Week is? Do you know him?
No.
Oh, okay, so he's like this YouTube food reviewer who's just like this like guy. He looks like he's 16, but he's probably like 25 or something. And he like just YouTube reviews fast food, and he's just like a very pure, kind boy, and he's so innocent, and it's like very relaxing. And this is a video of his called My Average Day 2019, in which it's 45 minutes long and chronicles his average day. And this is him just cleaning out his pool after waking up at I believe 3:40 or 4:49 p.m. without explaining that, but he says that he does that every day. He wakes up at like 5 p.m. every day.
Okay.
He's like a full raccoon. But yeah, here's him cleaning his pool. How do I get this to play?
Just turn it up real loud and put it to the mic.
This is just going to be ASMR, this part of the podcast. It's not a funny or a punchline. It's kind of a bad video to pick, but go watch it if you want to feel very relaxed.
What's his YouTube called?
Oh, man. I'm going to send you a bunch of clips of his stuff. It's called Report of the Week.
Yeah.
And that's what he looks like.
Oh, my God.
And it's
What? Let me
and he
s-
he
Oh
always
my
wears
God!
like suits.
I've seen this guy on Twitter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
people
yeah,
making
yeah.
fun of him.
Oh, they better not. Oh my God. If people make fun of him, you got a problem with me. And I'll fight. I'll fight for Report of the Week. I'm a nonviolent man, but I'll do it.
Oh my God! Speaking of Twitter, so today Aaron Carter put his phone number. The Aaron Carter.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Of Aaron Carter.
Oh.
Put his phone number up on Twitter.
Why? What? Why? I wouldn't even do that.
he
I
wants
have like
his-
100 followers.
He wants his fans to call him.
Are we doing it right
Yeah,
now?
I'm gonna
Yes.
call, but
Oh,
he is not.
gonna answer.
It's if he answered, I would be like, I don't know
I
what
would
to say.
flip.
Oh, he lives in Florida.
What? Gross.
Yeah.
Ugh. Aaron Carter, you got LA money.
Oh, it's disconnected.
That is the
That is so
least
sad.
surprising thing I've ever heard. That makes 100% total sense.
I love it though when you can call like a number and they have like a recording for you to hear when you call, just like even though they're not picking up.
Yeah,
you get a
yeah.
recording.
It's like, hey fans,
That's
thanks
what
for...
I was hoping for, where he was just like,
Yeah.
just praise Jesus and
Yeah, yeah.
keep it chill.
He's like super religious, right?
I think so, and I think he's also having a manic attack right now.
I thought you were gonna say an affair.
Oh, no.
But a manic thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
That sound like posting your number on Twitter.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's 100%. I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I probably shouldn't say that. But that seems very like a manic thing.
I feel like if you're bipolar, you live in Florida.
Yeah, I feel like if you're bipolar, fight me. No, I don't feel like that. If you're, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Aaron Carter, that's crazy. There used to be a rapper who he would just shout his actual phone number in songs so that DJs would play it and people would book him to rap. And it's 281-330-8004. But then he got really famous and it was all over and people would call him all the time. And I think he had a voicemail thing. But I want to do that with comedy.
You did do that. I just remembered.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
You did do that.
That's right. I forgot about that. That's awesome. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true. I forgot about that. A long time ago, almost a year ago.
Yeah,
now.
we did that.
Yeah,
recording.
we recorded an album that it's like a compilation album. It's gonna be out on 604 Records, and yeah, I put my actual phone number as the title of my track. I think it was Babe's Call, and then my actual phone number, and that's hopefully the lines are going to be blowing up soon. That releases soon. So wow, I forgot I did that. That's such a nice surprise for myself.
I only know because I'm one of those people who can't do anything unless I have an example.
Yeah.
And, it's really bad. But I was like, Kevy, what are other people calling their their title tracks? And he's like, well, Bobby's is just his phone number.
I don't know if somehow this Canadian comedy compilation album becomes a runaway hit like it sounds like it's gonna, I hope I get flooded with calls all the time.
You'll probably get a lot from men.
Probably babes, I think, actually, probably mostly
Yeah,
these
ripped,
babes. Yeah, ripped
dudes
babes.
who go to the gym.
Yeah, that's I wish I was one of those, man. You go to the gym, right?
I do spin class.
Oh yeah, well, that doesn't count. It's hard though.
It's
way
very hard.
harder,
It's
but
very
I mean,
hard.
you don't get buff like you
No,
do.
I would
Yeah.
love to get buff if
So
any gym
funny.
wants to sponsor this podcast. Give us both a gym membership so we can get swell.
Can you? That would be fucking great.
Imagine if we just
honestly.
got super swole.
We just got swole.
We just
That would be hilarious. Yeah, that would be awesome. And then all our stories of us ruining parties just were really scary from now on. It's like,
Yeah.
beat the shit out of this guy.
Oh my god, I would love to beat the shit out of people.
Oh, I know. Sometimes that's something I used to think where I was young. I was like, do I really want to kick someone's ass, or do I just want to punch someone once and then get my ass kicked? Am I actually angry, or am I just sad? So that's something you got to ask yourself if you want to fight, I think.
Yeah.
Am I angry or just sad?
That's true. Lately, I used to be very reactionary, someone did something to me, I'd be like, fuck you, I'll destroy your life with words.
Yeah.
But lately, when someone does something mean to me, I just kind of passively take it, and then I'm like, well, they can stew on that later of why they needed to say that to me.
Yeah, you know what? They're probably having a really bad day. I'm so jealous of your old self though. Like I am way too passive. Like I can't like physically get angry. You know, so like I'm just never gonna be like fuck you, man, and get really angry and have a big blow up. But it looks like it feels awesome. Like
it does
I want
feel awesome in the moment.
Yeah, and then afterwards,
Then afterwards, you're like, well, I wish I was dead.
Ooh. I fully ruined that party. Yeah. Goddamn, that sounds awesome though. Cause now if someone does something shitty to me, I'm just like, I'm so sorry. That's my bad. That's I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I think that route's the better route to take.
Yeah, I
honestly.
think so.
Though in some cases, like say a racism will happen, then it's better to be like, hey, that's racist.
Hey, that's racist. Yeah, that's true. If you see a racism happening, you gotta say, hey, that's racist.
Yeah.
But even that,
I do that to Bobby all the time.
Yeah, she does it to me. I'm super racist. Pro exit, all the writings on the wall. No, I'm not racist. I just winked at
me. Yeah. So okay. So I do have another segment, but I feel like we should save it for the next podcast.
For the guest? Cool.
Yeah, because
we don't want to burn through them all.
It's called but I will say it's called TMI Corner. Do you like to TMI too much information?
Oh, almost as a rule, yeah. And well, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I think I do it sometimes because I'm just trying to fill silence, you know. And then like it just gets into TMI territory, and I'm like, oh, I'm in this now. I gotta just keep going for it, you know. And then I just keep talking, and it gets worse.
Yeah.
You?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I don't have a filter. Like, recently I announced at a party. Oh, my God. I was just like, I had gone on a date, like, the night before. And at the party, I was like, I kissed a guy, and I felt it in my clit. Because, like, that had never happened to me before. I always wondered why people were so into kissing.
Yeah. That's also never
like,
happened to me.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, you never felt it in your clit
No, I'm
before?
not. I mean, no. The clit for guys is in the butt, right?
Oh,
like same as girls?
Is it?
Yeah.
What's it called? The prostate?
The prostate.
Prostate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of a clit, but your whole dick is a clit.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
there we
yeah.
go. Could that be the name of the podcast?
Your
whole
dick is a
clit?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's way better.
Do you want that to be the title, the episode title? Your dick?
Yeah, your whole dick is a clit. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Episode 1. That will reel them in. That's
Actually,
that's
I think
some
it
good
would
bait
reel
right
them
there.
in.
Yeah.
People are
monsters.
Sick. They are disgusting. Okay, so stay tuned for the next episode. Our next episode, we're actually going to fully have party stories. We kind of fucked around, but whatever. Yeah. It was nice. Good. But thanks for listening. Do better.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Oh, nothing.
Should that be the sign off? Do better.
Do better?
Like, we need to do better as people?
Yeah, I should have thought of a sign off.
Okay, maybe it should be something about a party.
Yeah, it should be party on,
or
it could be party off. Party off.
Oh, actually, okay.
Oh, that's this one. Okay, party off.
Party off, dude. Bye. So you ruined the party again with
Randee and Bobby. Ta-ta and farewell.